Hey, welcome back to Twin Cities Live. So in the summer, it is so much fun to get out there, get moving. Maybe you're super into pickleball, you're gardening, or you want to water ski. The thing is, though, you really want your body to feel its best.
Or you're just over 40.
Or you're over 40.
So if you're feeling consistent aches and pains, it may be time to see a physical therapist. So today we have PT and TRIA Rehabilitation Manager Meredith Basset joining us with more information on setting up a PT appointment even without a referral.
Oh,
and I think that is the biggest thing that we need to take away from this is like,
Yes.
you don't need a referral or a doctor's orders to come into TRIA.
No, so you can show up at any of our TRIA locations, whether you have an acute injury or, like you said earlier, just something that's kind of nagging you. And you probably know I'm going to see physical therapy at some point, and we are there for you. And you can come see us right away without seeing the doctor. So you don't need to have a wasted visit or a wasted copay, and you can come see us right away.
That is so good to know. I did not know that. I totally thought you had to have a doctor sort of legitimize you going to PT.
Yep.
Turns out you don't. So then let's back up a little bit and go in terms of what do people need to come in to physical therapy for? Like, what are some common things that you're dealing with?
So TRIA specializes in orthopedics, so thinking about your musculoskeletal, your joints, your aches, your bones and your muscles. And so we'll have patients come in where they just rolled their ankle and they want to make sure that it's not broken, or they'll come in and they'll be like, you know, this has been bothering me for 20 years and I just can't kick it. And so a physical therapist can do a full assessment, and then even if you don't see the doctor, they may say, you know what, maybe this does warrant you seeing a doctor. Let me help you get set up with the correct one. So you can start with us instead of seeing the doctor first and then going to PT.
Yeah.
Because
so
that doctor visit might not be necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great information to know. So in the summertime, you know, we cannot wait here, especially in Minnesota, to get outside.
For sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, I know that we love our winter activities, but there's so much to do outside in the summertime. So like, what sort of things are you guys seeing? What sort of like weekend warriors are you guys seeing come in that want to get back out on the court, or you just even want to maybe just get out and start gardening?
Exactly. And so we have patients coming in where it might be gardening. In the fall, it's getting their leaves off the ground. They might be getting back to or training for the Twin Cities Marathon. Grandma's just happened last weekend, so we had so many people coming in just trying to make sure, hey, will I be ready to go? Can you make sure that my tendonitis doesn't bother me on mile 25? And so we're working with people that want to get back to that activity, or maybe they live or have a lake house 3 hours away, and they're like, I can't even sit in the car for more than an hour and I have to stop. So what sort of strengthening exercises can I do for those sorts of situations as well? It doesn't have to be a super active situation. It might just be getting from point A to point B, and we can help you achieve those goals as well.
So a lot of people have to probably just think, like Ben was, you know, we're joking about just being over 40. Like, you're sort of just resigned to, I'm getting older, and so I just have to accept that moving through the world is going to be painful. But it doesn't really have to be that way.
Not at all. And there's more and more evidence coming out there that motion is lotion. And so the more that you can be strengthening your body, and if you're not really sure where to start because maybe you didn't have exposure to sports like Ben did, and you're like, I'm not sure what to do, and I just know I need to do something, that physical therapist can help guide you and make sure that you're doing the right exercises to help even prevent maybe future injury.
Wow.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is where I will just sort of out myself and make fun of myself. So I wasn't doing anything strenuous at our cabin a couple weeks ago. And had I known I could just like go into TRIA without a doctor's, you know, prescription or orders, I would have done that, because I was reaching out with a pitchfork to grab a little boggy thing that was in the water and just kind of slide it over and just totally tweak my low back.
See, it's like a little thing.
It's a little thing that it wasn't like, it's not serious. I didn't break anything. I didn't pop anything. But like, it took my breath away, and it took me like a week to stand up straight. And that's something I can just like pop in and have somebody take a look at.
You just go into any of our orthopedic urgent cares across the Twin Cities. At the check-in desk, they're going to say, a physical therapist can start with you right now. Would you like to do that? And you'll be like, yeah, heck yeah, I want to start with physical therapist. And they'll do the assessment to make sure that maybe, you know, that nothing is significantly awry, and then they can start right then and there on treatment. And those are my favorite patients, when they come in and they're kind of like crooked and shifted, and then I walk out with them and I'm like, yeah, we did that. He's standing upright.
Okay, concussions are a big thing. We talked about concussions at the beginning of the show. So if you have any sort of concussion injury, suspecting a concussion, you know, we've got kids in sports, a lot of people do. What do you want people to know about that in terms of coming in?
So TRIA has a sport concussion program where we have several neuropsychologists in addition to our medical doctors that can help with getting you back on the field. So this isn't just for the high school athletes. This can be also for those weekend weekend warriors that maybe
Yeah.
sustain a head injury. Maybe they fell off the paddle board and in a weird
Yeah.
way and they kind of bonked their head on their paddle. And so we can work with the neuropsychologist and our medical team, as well as then referral back to physical therapy, because it's that physical therapist who's going to get you back to that activity after your injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize it's not just a head trauma that you have to worry about headaches and maybe the light sensitivity. Your balance can be off.
Totally. So if you want to get back on that paddle board, you have to make
Right.
sure that you can move your body in space correctly before you return to that activity. And PT can do that for you.
Such good info, Meredith. Thank
advice.
you so
Yes.
much.
Thanks for having
This
me.
is so nice to know. You can just pop on in.
That's right.
I'm here and I'm crooked.
It's not because I didn't have my V8 this morning. I'm actually hurt. So TRIA covers orthopedics, sports medicine, physical therapy, and they have orthopedic urgent care that I could have used and so much more. You can visit TRIA.com to learn more or schedule your appointment online. We have that link for you on our website, TwinCitiesLive.com. We'll be right back.